All right, ladies and gentlemen, welcome to this Saturday morning's training. Once again, my name is Danny Storie, and I want you just to sit back, relax, grab a pen and paper, take a few notes. I am recording this, so we'll get it up in the back office. Again, if it's something that benefits you, please use it for you and your team. Share it with you and your team. If it doesn't benefit you, by all means, I enjoyed hanging out with you on Saturday. I want to make sure, too, that we keep a few of our leaders in your prayer this morning. We had a couple of our upper corporate people that had a death in the family, and we want to make sure that you remember them in your prayer this weekend. We're going to go ahead and get started this morning, but I want to lead off by saying, first of all, many of you that's on this call right now know that we launched our Quantum Hemp last Tuesday night, and I do apologize for the technical issues that we had. Anytime that you put a computer in front of you or technology in front of you, you stand a chance for something to go wrong, and it absolutely did. But let me say that the excitement in the field on this new product has been overwhelming. The orders have been overwhelming, and we are on target. If everything goes as planned, they will start going out the door Wednesday or Thursday of next week at the latest. So again, we're so excited about the launch of Quantum Hemp. And once we have everything in place, I'm hoping to announce it next Tuesday night, if everything goes as planned, that we will do a revisit of the original launch call where we can get our CEO and our VP and all on the phones with us, and maybe a couple guest speakers as well. So again, let's go ahead and talk about training today and what we're going to be talking about. Again, grab a pen and paper. I think you're going to enjoy some of this. As many of you know, I am a retired veteran, and as a retired veteran, I had the opportunity of being trained by some of the very best salespeople in the industry. Why? Because my last 10 years in the military was a recruiter, and if you want to think about selling something that's hard, then my friends, I would tell you that selling the military is a hard thing because it's something that's very, very hard to share, get people excited about in most cases. But today we want to talk about building, the beginning of building your belief. Again, I want to make sure that my intentions today is not to offend anyone, not to upset anyone. I just want to share with you what's helped me become successful. And I had someone share a lot of this with me one time. I can remember a time that I was complaining that, that, hey, things weren't going right. People didn't want to join my team, or people was joining my team and getting right back out. And, I wanted to blame everybody. I wanted to blame the company. I wanted to blame the products. I wanted to blame the comp plan. Anything and everything that I could think to blame, I wanted to. Why? Because it took my eyes off myself. And a lot of times I've learned in this industry that if there's something isn't going right, first and foremost, you need to look and put your eyes upon yourself. You need to look at yourself in the mirror and ask yourself a lot of questions before that you turn and blame someone else. Now, I'm not saying that companies don't let people down. I'm not saying that comp plans don't get changed and products don't get changed by some companies. And I will tell you that as long as I'm a part of Energentics, we're not going to do that. Why? Because that's one thing that attracted me here, was that every change that we made was for the positive. And I can tell you we're continuously working to even make us better. But let's go ahead and think about this opening statement. How you do one thing, my friends, is how you do everything. My wife had a saying, I've been married 36 years, and I won't use her exact words, but she says, if you have something, then you're going to have everything. Whether it be you're in your friendship, whether it be in your marriage, whether it be in your work, whatever it is, however you do one thing is how you're going to do everything. So I want to make sure, if you're a part of us already, that you understand we're in the home-based business industry. We're in the network marketing industry. We're in the customer sharing industry. We're in the home-based business industry. We're in the split-second marketing industry. Most people will make a decision to join this within the first few minutes if you capture their attention by using what is called their dominant buy-in motive. And that's what I want you to really think about today, is what attracted you to this industry. In this industry, you got to make sure when you're talking to somebody that you capture right up front, what is their DBM? What is their hot button? Folks, if they are about making money, they don't give a rat's tail about your products. Understand that. They don't care about it. you can let them know that is your foundation, but that is not their buying motive. And if they have health concerns and they did not share with you that they're concerned with money, don't be talking about, oh, well, we got some great products, but let me tell you about our money. They don't care. You just turn them away. So first and foremost in this industry, find out what is their DBM. Find out what is their hot button. Sometimes we need to stop doing a little of this and more of this when we're talking to people to find out what it is that I need to sell you on. Now, folks, when I was talking to young men and women about joining the military, I had to find out what it was that I could sell them on. Was it about continuing their education? Was it about traveling the world? Was it about serving their country? Was it about the pride of the uniform? Was it about making their mom and dad proud? Whatever it was, I had to find that out. And once I found that out, I was able to close the deal, the art of the sale, as you would say. So one thing, let's go ahead and get off our chest right now. This is not network wishing marketing, net wish marketing, however you want to say it. You know, hey man, I'm going to join this company. Somebody told me I can make a lot of money. Boy, I wish this happens for me. But yet I'm going to sit at home and never get on the call, never invite nobody. I'm just going to wish that somebody builds me a big team and somebody gives me some personals. And then I'm going to get mad when they don't. I'm going to call them up and say, this doesn't work. This is one of them scams. This is not net think marketing. Don't sit at home and think this is going to happen for you. This is a career. This is a path to success. I want you to visualize yourself today that you just invested $500,000 of your hard-earned money, or you just signed your name on the dotted line and you're standing good for $500,000, and you're now the CEO of your own wellness company. You developed your own marketing plan. You developed all your products. You've got everything, and everybody's depending on you to make the right decisions. Now, how would you launch your business? What would you be doing different than you are today? See, a lot of us, we just take this for granted as a joke when we say, well, if it happens, it happens. If it don't, it don't. See, net think marketing is what gets you in trouble. And this is not net one day marketing. You know, maybe one day I'll share this. I love the analogy that someone shared with me one time about a bag of popcorn. You know, you put a bag of popcorn in a microwave, you hit start, you wait about 30 seconds, 45 seconds, you hit end. You're like, man, I ain't got no popcorn yet. And why? Because net one day, you just have to keep doing this. But if you put it on there and let it go for 3 minutes, you'll have a completely fresh bag of popcorn. And that's what happens in this industry is people net one day. You know, hey, I joined your business day, but hey, I tell you what, next week I'll go ahead and get my business started. You as a leader, and we talked about this a few weeks ago about events to events to events to events. You as a leader have to make sure, don't wait on me, don't wait on the company, don't wait on nobody. You're the leader of your team. You start holding webinars, Zoom calls. You start holding live events. You start holding training for your team. Then you bring your team into those leaders that you think have something good to share. I love what I used to do was called net play marketing. I'm going to get in this thing. I'm going to play with it a little bit and see what happens. I can tell you folks, when I got really serious about this industry back in the 80s, it was because someone shared a concept with me that just made sense. It just made sense that I could share something with somebody that they most likely wanted or would buy anyway. And not only could I get paid for sharing it, I could get paid residual month after month after month. And folks, that's probably one of the most brilliant concepts right here is a thing called a cell phone. We use it every day. We're part of the recurring monthly revenue for somebody. Somebody's making a little percentage every time one of these monthly bills is paid. The problem is that we're on the wrong side of that. So in a home-based business, just remember, you're providing a product and service that's something people are going to use anyway. You're providing a product and service that people won't. All you are doing is sharing it how they can get it to the privacy of their own home. And today's technology is even better. Why? Because more people are shopping online. More people are having stuff delivered to their front door. The letter W in the word network marketing plays a key part of your success. And I'm sorry to tell you this, it does require work. It does require you taking the energy. It does require you to take the time to get out there and share with other people the power of what we are all about. So folks, I'm sorry to tell you that you cannot sit at home and just wish at one day that you don't have to do nothing, but somebody's going to build your team, give you personals, and make you a lot of money. That's not going to happen. But I can tell you this, every company that I have become a part of is I looked in the mirror and says, I see something for my family. I see something from my future, and I took it and I ran with it. And I surrounded myself with like-minded people, and anyone who talked negative to me, anyone who was nothing but a complainer to me, anyone who was trying to find every reason to tear what I was doing down, I pushed myself away from them, and I became the #1 income earner in 4 different companies, not because I'm special, just because I saw it, I took it, and I ran with it. I didn't wait for anyone else to do it for me. I saw the opportunity to change my family's life. Folks, if you've never made $20,000, $30,000, $40,000 a month in this industry, let me share something with you. It's life-changing. It will change your mindset like you never had it changed before. It will change your future. It will change your children's future. It will change your grandchildren's future. Why? It will allow you the opportunity to stop thinking job and start thinking career, start thinking time freedom. And I really wanted to hit that home today. You know, and I want you to think about this today. I want you to sit down and set some goals. What is it you want out of Energentics? Is it just time freedom? Is it better health? Is it an extra $500 a month? Whatever it is, write it down. And then I want you to set yourself a 90-day, a 6-month, and a 12-month time frame of where you want to be. Now, you may have to adjust that, and that's okay. Just like a quarterback sometimes has to adjust the call he just called in the huddle because an obstacle got in his way. That's okay. Be prepared to make adjustments, but don't ever let it be that you have to make them adjustments because you went back to the mindset that net one day, net sometime, oh, net I wish. Don't get back in that mindset. Every day, what is it you're going to do to be successful for you and your family? They're watching you. Your friends are watching you. Your family are watching you. Yeah, you got in one of the things you talked to me about 6 months ago. Oh, by the way, how are you doing now? Well, I'm making $33 a month. No, you've got to show them. And I promise you, when they start seeing your success, even they told you no before, they're going to start reaching out to you. No excuses are allowed. Had someone tell me yesterday, they started in with excuses. And I said, you just told me last week that you was never going to allow excuses. And now you already give me excuses. And what the excuses was, is they had a flat tire one day, that their phone, the cell phone got disconnected the next day. And then the next day they forgot that they were supposed to go to a birthday party. My friends, don't allow excuses. When you make a commitment to somebody, stand by that commitment. Don't let nothing get in your way. You've got to make sure that you execute everything that you say you're going to do. Ask yourself today, right now, have I done all I could do yesterday? Did I do all I could do yesterday to make myself successful? Get your planning guide out. Look at it. Look at your planning guide. Is it full of notes and calls and follow-ups and handing out business cards? Or if you open up your planning guide, is it blank? Look at your planning guide for the next 30 days. Open it up right now. You should have a planning guide in front of you. Is it full of appointments? Is it full of conference calls? Or do you only have Tuesday night and Saturday night in your event, and one day a month you're going to get some of your team leaders together? No, you are the CEO of your business. Stop selling yourself short. Understand again, this is life changing, and the action is work, which is a verb. We have to work this business every day, folks. I promise you, I did not lock myself into Energentics for the money. I've taken care of my family. I'm financially comfortable. Okay, I'm retired military. I didn't need to do this. I do this because I love people. I do this because I understand what this industry can and will do for people who will take action with it. But again, I can't do it for them. They have to want it as much as I want it for them. Why? Because the results that they will get, my friends, is the freedom of waking up every morning knowing, you know what, I ain't gonna worry about a bill. And when a bill comes in my mailbox, I don't have to look and say, can I pay this? I pick it up and I pay it. Sometimes I pay it for the year. I don't have to worry about, am I gonna be hurting myself on groceries this week if I let my grandchildren get some extra candy? Or if my wife loves to go shopping and goes and buys some extra outfits for the grandbabies, I don't have to worry about that. Why? Because in the 80s, I decided to make some changes in my life. Why? I decided to make sure that I did something. I did it each and every day. I took responsibility for my actions. I started creating production, and I started getting promotions. I started getting payouts. I started getting trips. I won trips to South Africa, Zimbabwe. I've won cruises. I've traveled the world. And I've done so because I surrounded myself with what? Like-minded people. I can promise you this. I can just about determine the outcome of your monthly income by the circle of influence of people you hang with. Now, I'm not telling you to get rid of your friends, by no means. But I am telling you to ask yourself about the friends you associate yourself with. Are they positive people, like-minded people, people who push you each and every day to go do better? Man, I'm proud of you, Dr. Joe. I appreciate what you do. Susan, you're such an awesome leader. George, I will follow you anywhere. Dr. Al, man, every time I see you, you're nothing but positive. Charles, brother, when I'm around you, my friend, I get so many cold chills. It's unreal. That's what you want people saying, that you change their life and you give them an opportunity to launch a new business. My friends, I'm going to let you in on a little secret, and this will step on your toes, I promise you. Professionals, launch a business. Amateurs, join one. Think about that. I have no interest in getting somebody to join my business. I am looking for people who want to launch a new what? A new career. I'm looking for people who want to own their own life. I'm looking for people who will take that, and here, this will frustrate me more than anything in the world, that I sign someone up, I share with them what I want them to do, a couple books I want them to read to enhance their mindset. I have a video that I happen to watch called The Money Tape. It's back from probably the 80s or 90s, called The Money Tape. I want them to listen to that. And then I tell them, what is it you want out of life? Find your why. And it amazes me. They'll start calling me or texting me. What's this product about? Well, how did I do that? Read. Go to your website. Get familiar with your website. You can't hurt the website. Click on every tab on it. Get in the back office. Click on every tab. Be a leader and find out what it is you need. It frustrates me so bad when leaders won't even learn their own system, so they can't teach their system. And you'll be surprised at how often that happens. My friends, remember, you are the CEO of your business. Those who join your business that only want to play with it, net weak thinking, net mind thinking, net someday, net I hope, you don't have to be rude to them, because they are a part of your business, but they cannot absorb your time. I cannot allow someone to absorb my time who doesn't even go out and show an initiative to try to work the business. I can't. It's no disrespect to them. I love and appreciate everybody, but I have to spend my time with those who are supporting the cause, those who I see are doing their own events, those who are sending out emails to their team, those who are developing tools for their team. That's the people that I've got to spend my time with, because they are going where I'm wanting to go, and those are who I'm surrounding myself with. When I walk into the room with them, when I walk into the room with all you on this video right now, I'm surrounding myself with what? Like-minded people. Why? I never will forget my why. My why has changed many times throughout my life, but I know what my why is right now. And my why right now, as a part of this company, as the VP of sales, is to see that we together build a billion-dollar brand. I didn't say $1 million, I said a billion-dollar brand. My friends, I've been doing this for over 30 years. I've never seen a marketing plan that can even come close to touching what they've allowed us to have. And we have the very best products in the quantum energy field. We're bringing great products. And I will tell you, the quantum hemp that we brought, folks, don't get wrapped around, well, his CBD is better than mine. Well, his hemp is better than mine. What is isolate? What is broad spectrum? What is full spectrum? No. Who's Verizon? Who's AT&T? Who's T-Mobile? Who's? It doesn't matter. As long as it works, focus on your product. Focus on what makes you good. Focus on your comp plan. Don't worry about what nobody else is doing. Folks, focus on your stuff. I promise you that I don't worry. I don't care how Verizon Wireless does their cell phone. I don't care how it's made. I don't need nobody to send me, the president or CEO of the company, to send me those certificates and certifications on how it works. I just know I work. I dial a number and talk to somebody in South Africa. I know it works. I have no clue how this Zoom works. I just know it works. Folks, listen to me on our quantum hemp. I'm going to let you in on a little secret. It is pure 100% isolate hemp oil. And it has a carrier of and that's it. And it is surrounded by quantum energy. That's it. That's it. It's pure hemp oil surrounded by quantum energy. There's no rocket scientists here. We haven't created a new type of hemp oil. We've taken something that's powerful and we found a better way to deliver it. That's it. And that's what you sell. And that's where you've got to get excited. Quit wasting your time on the other stuff. People don't care. People don't care. They want, if I think I have to do what you're trying to do, then I'm not going to join your team. Why? Because I can't do that. The average person doesn't care. Let the company do what it needs to do. Now, I love this part of this presentation. And when I'm prospecting, and I promise you what you're fixing to see, when you're prospecting, this is what you're going to hear. So I'm going to share the 4 things you look for when you're prospecting. I'm going to share the 4 excuses you're going to hear when you're prospecting. Folks, again, this is just what's worked for me. Doesn't mean it's what's right for you. Again, use what works for you. See the house down the bottom? Someone asked me the other day, said, well, is that your home? I said, I wish, but that is a house I'm going to be staying with my entire family, because see, every 3 years, I load up all 16 of my family members and I take them on a 10 to 11 day trip to Disney World, all expenses paid. Their gas, their trip, their amusement parks, that's their Christmas for me and my wife. Why? We're building memories. And why am I able to do that? And why am I able to rent a 12,000 square foot home for my family? Is because I took action many years ago and I changed my mindset. So let's go ahead and talk about prospecting first. And you're going to have a little fun with this, I hope. There's 4 criteria when prospecting. Again, doesn't mean right or wrong. Just think about these. In most cases, look for somebody at least 20 years or older. I would tell you, one of my mentors said, look for somebody 25 years or older. Why? They've already had some of their ups and downs, and their mindset is more into life-changing events. They've already tried a few jobs, etc. But I would tell you, I found, it doesn't mean there ain't some 18, 19-year-olds that can build businesses, because I have come across several. But in most cases, I look for somebody that's at least 20 years old. Second thing I look for in most cases is someone's married. Why? They've already made a commitment. They know what commitment means. They know what bills is. They know what house payments are. They know what the insurance is. They have already found out that in most cases they work all week and they get to keep very little of their check. So I look for somebody in most cases that's already married. I'd also look for somebody maybe already owns their own home or is in the process of buying a home. Again, another form of commitment, another form of, they're looking for the taking care of their family. They're building that passion, they're building that vision down the road. And I look for somebody that's already making at least $30,000 or plus a year. Now, again, have I put people on my team that makes less than that? Yes. Have I put people on my team? Yes. But in most cases, those who really understand it and can afford what we're talking about, my friends, is someone's making this. Because I'm going to let you on another little secret. When you're sitting down with somebody and you're sharing a business opportunity with them that they can start for as little as $99, and they tell you they can't afford it, well, folks, they're doing something wrong. They're doing something wrong. It doesn't mean you haven't felt in hard times. It doesn't mean that I haven't been broke, my friends. I'm going to let you on another little secret. I've been broke. I unfortunately had to do something that most people hope you never have to do. And that's file for bankruptcy, because I made a poor business decision with another gentleman on a personal venture of mine. Bottom line is that I understand what it's like to be struggling. I understand what it's like to do without. I understand what it's like to tell my kids they can't have something. I wasn't born with a silver spoon in my mouth. And I decided back in the late 80s, when someone shared something with me called the home-based business industry, that I saw the opportunity to make a little off of thousands and thousands and thousands of people. See, folks, it's not about what you can do by yourself, but it's what you can do with a team. You can start today with yourself. Even if you started over today, share this business with 2 and teach a simple concept to 2 who gets 2 who gets 2. Folks, I can show you in either 12 months or 12 weeks, whichever way you want to do it, and how much excitement you want to build to have over 4,000 people on your team. Folks, I can show you right now that if you listen to me and you go out and work the system, how to be making $7,500 plus a month simply by sharing and caring in this business with 20 people, 20 like-minded people who are sick and tired of being broke and who have $100 to own their own company. Folks, that's what I'm talking about. If you hear the dog in the background, I got a Great Dane outside, and she's a little upset, I guess, because I'm not paying her no attention. Now, here's the fun. Here's why I have a lot of fun, especially if I'm doing an open presentation. The 4 excuses you're going to mostly hear, and I guarantee you every one of you have heard these, and you're going to laugh when you see them if you haven't already seen these before. But excuse number 1 is, I don't make quick decisions. Folks, I love the fact that when people tell me they don't make quick decisions. Folks, how many times have you seen someone go buy a pair of shoes and they'll say, oh, I don't make quick decisions? No. If they want a pair of shoes, they go what? They go buy a pair of shoes. If they want to buy them a shirt or a pair of pants, they go buy it. But when you're showing them an opportunity on their own life, a decision that costs us $99, the price of a dinner and a movie, but yet now they're all of a sudden going to tell you, oh, I don't make quick decisions. Folks, you just told me 2 minutes ago that you're struggling, you can't make ends meet, you want to do better for your life, you want to do better for your family, you want to start traveling the world, but yet you get up every day, you go slave for a job you don't like, you work for a boss you don't like, you're building somebody else's dreams, but yet now all of a sudden you don't make quick decisions over a $99 decision that could change your life forever. I love it when they say that, and I have a lot of fun with it. Why? It goes back to those folks don't launch a business, those folks join a business. Okay. Number 2, I need to discuss this with my spouse. Now listen, I love my wife. Matter of fact, she just walked in, been married 36 years. And I love my wife to death. But if I have to ask my wife for permission to make a decision on $99, then my relationship ain't quite as tight as I thought it was. Why? Because $99, I promise you, my wife doesn't ask me, even when we struggled, if there was something she wanted to do or needed or wanted to get her hair permed or something, she didn't ask me permission to go spend $99. And folks, I challenge you when you think about that, when you're talking to people, don't be afraid to offend people. You just got to be real with people. Number 3, I need to pray about it. Now, folks, I'm a Christian man. My mom and dad are both pastors. I have not done right in my life before. I made a lot of mistakes in my life before. But I will tell you, folks, when they tell me they need to pray about it, I love it. I love it because I'm going to tell them right then, great, come on up here right now. Let's take hands together and let's pray together right now. Let's pray that God brought you here tonight because, folks, listen to me. You've been praying. You've been asking for God to open the door for you. You've been asking for him to guide your footsteps. You didn't say what type of vehicle is this going to come in. And this may be the vehicle that he brought it to you in. This may be the reason you decided not to do something that night and go to an opportunity meeting. This may be the reason that your friend just kept bugging you to death, as Dr. Joe was saying a minute ago. They're not giving up on this guy. This may just be the vehicle that God's delivering it to you in. And I don't know your beliefs today, my friends, but I will tell you that if they want to pray about it, stop what you're doing right now and pray with them. Why? Because they're getting ready to launch their own company. Go ahead and pray with them on it. Number 4, I need to do more research. If you tell me you need to do more research on a $99 decision, then we've got a serious problem. This is not for you, and I don't have a problem telling you it's not for you. I would tell you real quickly that I'm sorry. I misunderstood you when you told me you were struggling, et cetera, et cetera, et cetera. I'm sorry. I misunderstood all that. And you're saying this is not for you because you need to do more research. I'm okay with that too. I go ahead and let them know, I'm sorry, this may not be the vehicle for you. And go ahead and let them go ahead and give them some information, send them home with a website, let them do the research, but don't chase them, don't beg them, don't bug them to death. Why? Because it's not for them right now. You know, they may say no 6 months, and then down the road, all of a sudden they may call you up and say, hey man, are you still doing that thing? I sure am. Hey, can I talk to you about it again? Hey, did you do your research? Yeah, I've done my research. Well, great. Then let's get back together. I love the excuses I get, and I'm sure you've gotten those before, and I'm sure you've gotten many others. And folks, in closing, I want you to begin building your belief today. You see the yellow Camaro sitting to the right of the screen? My friends, this picture and this, if you went to my website and you've seen a banner that I made over 10 years ago. This picture was put on this power presentation probably over 7 years ago. And why? Because this was one of my dream vehicles. I had a Corvette and different things in my life, but I've always wanted a yellow convertible Camaro. That's one of my dream vehicles, right? So I just kept putting it in front of me. I kept putting it in front of me. I kept putting it in front of me. Why? Because I wanted it. So I want you to today to start believing in yourself. Don't worry about nobody else believing in you, because if you don't believe in yourself, nobody else surely is going to believe in you. You have to ask yourself, why did your spouse be attracted to you? My friends, you say, I'm not a seller. I can't sell nothing. I promise you, you were selling when you met your spouse. That's a great selling format called flirting. And you're laughing and you're joking and you're cutting up, and they're attracted to you. You all of a sudden become that dominant buying motive that they're looking for in their life. Believe in yourself. When you walk into a room, be happy. Be excited about what it is that you're sharing with other people. Why? People will watch you. They will watch your actions. Believe bigger. You know, my friends, I try to believe bigger every day. Not again because it's about me or my wallet, but I'm being able to bless so many people. The other day, I'm not bragging by no means, but I have a dear friend of mine who's going through some rough times right now. It made me feel good to be able to pick the phone up and call some guy that I don't know that cuts firewood and had them 2-ton truckloads of wood busted, split, carried to their house. I don't say that to brag, But man, it made me feel good to be able to do that, because I remember a time that I couldn't do that, and I wish somebody would have done it for me. Believe faster. This isn't a business, again, that you're not thinking about next year. I want you to think about right now. And I want you to remember there's 5 categories of people. And I don't know where you're at, my friends, in those 5 categories. There's the very poor. These people live day to day. They're not sure how they're going to eat tomorrow. Then there's the poor. These people live week to week, paycheck to paycheck. And then there's the middle class. And then there's the wealthy. And then there's the rich. My friends, when most people are in this middle class, and they run out of money before they run out of month. You know what I'm talking about. So believe faster. When you're sitting down with somebody, put a game plan together to help them what? Launch their business. Put a game plan together what? To believe faster. Help them fill in their 20 circles of influence fast, and help them become a part of something big. Believe in your business. Folks, if you don't believe in Jeff and Eric and myself and Energentics and what we're doing, then I'm going to let you in on another little secret. We're not the company for you. You may want to look elsewhere. I don't say that to offend you by no means. I say that you have to believe in us, just like we believe in you. So make sure that you believe in us. And if you believe in us, there's nothing that nobody else can tell you that's going to change that for you. You're going to stand by us just like we're going to stand by you. Mind your business. You are the leader of your business. Don't let your team call me or anybody else on how to do certain things with your team when you should be minding it. They should know that you are the person to contact. They should know that you're the person to help them how to set up a smart ship, understanding what a smart ship is, understanding the comp plan, how do they get paid, when do they get paid, making sure when they sign up their first person, you need to be calling them to make sure they watch for the email that's coming to them to set up their Pay Quicker account. See, folks, you'd be surprised of how many dimes a day that we get called at corporate customer service, and we ask them, hey, has your sponsor been in touch with you, helped you? No, can't. I've reached out to them, can't get them to call me back. Hey, I've sent them texts, they don't call me back. Folks, we don't want to hear that. You're the leader of your team. Mind your business. This is your business you're building. And remember, you're the CEO of it. You will predict your own success. I can't predict it for you. I can tell you my success. I know where I'm going. I know my vision for this company, again, to become a $1 billion brand. I know that. Why? Because one, I believe bigger. I believe faster. I do believe in myself. I believe in the business. I believe in the owners, or I wouldn't have taken this position. And when you start having evidence, my friend, share it. Build faith. If you go on a trip, stop on your way and take pictures of different signs along your journey. Hey, I just stopped in West Virginia. Hey, I'm in Virginia. Hey, I'm in Pittsburgh. Hey, I'm in Florida. People start seeing that, and they'll be like, man, you always traveling. You always doing something. What do you do, by the way? I'm glad you asked. I'm going to share with you what I do. Start building evidence. If you do something new to your house, hey, and you was able to use some of your Energentics money, great, build evidence. Because you're a new home-based business, you're able to go maybe an extra shopping trip. Maybe, hey, instead of getting 1 basket of groceries, you got 2, build evidence. Now, again, there's a picture of the car that I dreamed about that I put on many, many years ago, my friends. Here's another picture that I had done way, way back. And it says, you'll see it, created success stories in network marketing since 1988. My friends, that shirt and that picture and that car and that house was made many, many years ago. But I'm glad to say that I did not give up and let fear win, that I stayed in the faith of myself and my mindset and my family and my future. And that car, if I'll try to turn the screen around, maybe. I don't know if you'll be able to see that car or not, but if you look on up there past the trampoline, out there in the far view, you'll see a 2018 yellow Camaro convertible sitting up there. Again, I don't say that to brag. It's something I wanted. It's something that my wife calls me my trouble toy because I get a ticket already. But you know, what is it you want? What is it that you're fighting for? What is it that's driving you each and every day? Now, some of you are starting to get text alerts from us. We have launched a new text alert system where your team can become a part of that. I highly suggest, if you're not a part of the text alert system, to go on to the Energentics social media page on Facebook. There's instructions there called text alert on how to become a part of that. I want to get it so that when I send out a message through text alerts, that it goes to thousands and thousands of people, so we can keep them up abreast of emails, of conference calls, etc. And I'm also working on some more videos with our marketing director, Dr. Thomas Bannister. I would tell you there is another quantum hemp video coming, a more in-depth video on that product. There is also 2 videos coming on who is Energentics, what is quantum energy. Again, these videos are what? These videos are designed to do the work and the telling and the selling for you. Folks, don't try to become a chemist. Don't try to become a doctor. Don't try to become a Mr. Tesla. That's not your job. Your job is the messenger. Again, you launch your business and you drive traffic to your website and you let the website do the telling and the selling for you. If there are certain things that you really want to make sure your team grasps, type it up, do up a nice little email. And when they ask you that question, say, hey, that's a great question, shoot it over to them. Folks, it's about launching your business. Again, don't wait on me, don't wait on the company. If we don't have something you think you need, develop it, create it, send it to us. Let's look at it, make sure it's not out of the guidelines of the company and it doesn't say something it shouldn't say. And by all means, share it with your team. We want you to be successful. I can tell you one of the companies that I was fortunate enough to be very successful in, it didn't have nothing. Didn't have nothing. The website was terrible. The marketing plan was not that good, but they had a vision, and I took that vision and ran with it. And I can remember my first time that the biggest check I got on one Christmas was $12,000, over $12,000 for that Christmas. Man, Christmas was good. Why? I was, as Les Brown would say, I was hungry, and I wasn't letting anything get in my way. So today, I hope you've enjoyed this training. Again, it's not to upset you, offend you in any way. I just want you to know what's worked for me. And I want you to take what might work for you in this and have some fun with it. Again, Tuesday night, we will be doing, I hope we'll be doing training Tuesday night on the relaunch of the Quantum Hemp product. I hope you like the new Quantum Hemp website. If you're not aware of it, it is www.thequantumhemp.com/ your current username, the one you're using with Energentics. So if your Energentics name is www.energentics.com/ pay my bills, then your Quantum Hemp site is thequantumhemp.com/ pay my bills. Both of these are complete replicated website. Both of them ends up in the same place. Both of these people can join your team. And I would tell you, I'm asking all of you, if you have not picked up the phone yet or logged in your back office and ordered your first bottle of Quantum Hemp, do so right now. Because I tell you, folks, it's awful hard as a leader to promote something you're not trying to use yourself. I can tell you the night we launched it, I ordered mine immediately. And there's a couple more on the line I know ordered that night before they went to bed. And we really would appreciate it because why? Next week, hopefully on Wednesday when we ship, we hope to ship out 500 to 1,000 bottles the first week. And I would tell you this one product will be a game changer. Hey, my friends, as I end each and every call, I look forward to the day our paths may cross, whether it's on the beaches of the world or at the bank. Either way, I look forward to seeing you. Go ahead and go on social media. Go on our page right now, the Energentics page, and go ahead and make a post. I'm going to go on there and say we had a great call, and I want you to go ahead and put a post on your opinion of today's call, what you thought about the call. So just give me a couple minutes to make the post, and then you go on over and let us know what you thought about today's call. And if you would like to get a big event going in your area, please reach out to us. Give us the dates. I'll do my best if I'm free to try to come support it. If not, I'll see if we can find another leader to come there. Friends, as we walk the beaches of the world, may your days be blessed and prosperous. Good day. God bless. Hey, my friends, that ends this meeting, and I'll see you on the other side. Have a blessed one.
Have a wonderful day.